Base manager at the Enclave.
Okay. I draw for you are country base manager at the Enclave Truba. Or in other Jones with the
Kwaku Ansah Addo, the executive officer for the Enclave.
Okay. Bakubi count title me so okay no na image na so the Busan Sempa. Executive officer no Bakubi count
master guide.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Addo Cranton and so the master guide and executive at the Enclave Kenya.
Yeah.
First of all, you remember event no, but yeah, the place itself, the Enclave Kenyase Truba. Ya ka about it. Mo head me say me bisa. Bia ben jumedi ben na mudi and also botaye tai bia say no dia botaye.
Let me say omun fie ekwanim kakani de omunim say first no na company be the Limex queries in terms of Kumase kwan nyina no sa abo no nom de ye kwan no na for be 30 years no ada ho no mo na enya hwe ntina mebunu titru omo a omunum ni boni ni ade no ho na omoko na omoko hye ho nso a na nipa nso eto ewo nsuo nim ni ade ebi nso de ye yakoma ade ni ade na ebi nso nyefe ni ade nti 5 years ago na ye share sankomo we ase
okay
say akanya me eboa na say ohino nso boa amede otumfo say titu abebio epene so a because ho nyina no ehye ono ne ohima ase ebetimi a convert what is an old quarry site into near a world class adventure tourism site.
Okay.
Into a kwan beda ho no July ya na che say ya shasia ya convert it in no ya mana clean itimi ya kayaking so na because of event ya yebe for the first time in Kumasi ya the biking kayaks
okay
and babisi nsuo no so
okay
so wo obetimi a paddle no ya nia wo de won sa and I bet me so up pedal.
Okay.
I don't know what they were nice so
exactly.
Ni nyina no ensure no so sa nti ensure ho activities aye kayaking no ya shase wo ho.
Okay.
And zip lines 268 meters. This is currently West Africa's longest zip lines.
Okay.
And no yentafo. Nti twin zip lines.
Okay.
Nti enya bakom kwa na ye wo mienu a obi abetimi aya. And for lovers ne de bema woni fana oba wo benkuma mo kono bia na ho na de proposal na eba o huntie bia na wapene so ama wampene so de na udu ho no ma na aka wasem nti these activities na emma Kumasi mine Asante mine enya baby ko
okay
nti senebe all the recreational activities Saturday and Sunday drew and here now the bushianeko. Oba hasea there are so many adventures I'll be timiaye. I be engage more physically, engage more mentally, as also I engage more in terms of nature because I'm body and so so this is what the plan is. If ultimately be restaurants, ne libraries, ne hotels and so a bit pay, but for now ne the adventure side ashasia ebushia mu nyina no obi abenya ne chefa ewo Enclave honum so the whole project ne menshia ene ye company Brave Hearts Expeditions and akabomwa reclaiming what used to be an old quarry site into what is now shaping up to be a world-class adventure tourism site somewhere for the entire family, for corporate groups as well. Now you have some because travel outside New York our Central Park. There are so many other places. Just like once you live in the city, there's a park to go to for rejuvenation, for relaxation, and for recreation. These are the three key things Enclave at Truba focusing on providing for Asante and Kumasi man.
You ever heard the Nyoma Modia people can come and then have the adventure, but I want us to also look at with how you describe the place. They're not a Woho and Sana. Brave House Foundation for Baba Baye. It being a quarry site near Paya Bo or in Imsa Bo Pino, and ye Hamane Chisel in Kwa. Definitely no more use say bomb and kitwos and so chemicals. So as he said, in Sui Krana Abedahon and Yin Suya, even say Quabranesha that Trimbabato, a Buana MC a pie free form, and a bay to Kun and Subu Gumu. It's definitely Adawachi and one and a for Bebem. How was the place like, and how is the place like in terms of Sanyoma no and your baby a chemicals being a seafood be our no before even come to nyoma the adventure wo hona kasa so
and crepa no more to dynamite. In fact, the history of Truba Kenyase, no, to dynamite no more hit a pocket of water.
Okay.
And I would say science class kakra water table no.
Yeah.
It's in no hit it. It's an about to a burano. And the chassis say eba. In Chomokrampo, they had to retreat from there.
Okay.
Over time, no, of course, in Shono a pile up. It's about 160 feet deep.
No.
Yeah. Into a kobasa, no, not usually rock pythons. Onini. Yeah, those were the snakes. A war bushy part. Yeah, by and the first month in the heavy machinery. You pia boning to create areas nipa kwa and yadia sabi or fish rubber pem also. Yeah. So we have worked with those things and you set up safety systems. Okay. Or you have no fear, say, or be free baby. Thankfully, bonus is structurally strong because I am the dynamite near pie dear, not just a rock near solid.
True.
And apart from near one on a dear, a bien honomoa, a ye loser, and every now and then so you check it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely of the cliff, I will soon be sure say a bit me a bit me a frat on us, intimate free to her.
Okay.
And we certify all of that and sana year and operations now.
With the adventure tools and adventure activities will be to participate in it, no. As he said, yeah, part of the region here, no. Ebiniha. The ni baby or how Obeka also Kosen Homaso, I zip line and no kayaking no sebi ye wo enipo da ha ba lezi o lake wa ha lake ye nkonku hu bi wo so da ye wo baby bebre o mo ahye da create nsuo aye Brave House Foundation and then mo choose to bring such activities there. Mo paintball arena honey they understandable because now indoor event spaces crowd will be the hands will be nya field be nya ties be no wa hye but the kayaking, the zip lining, abseiling no so yan kan ho ade bia me describe ya chu bia me say on say obi aso person call immigration na say soja opa bra enclave be sua how I free a boy so ba form no unya master who go into the army services na say for now ombe. Why choose these activities mom na mo de ba the enclave say nipa me participate in it there?
It's ye call ya ye hu say ohoye old query site Inti instead say yen ye beka say oh ye pe baby e da ye bibi no. The question we asked was nya ye wo dien ye beti nya. Inti the easiest one was the zip line because over elevation of about 70 and 100 feet our left side and our elevation of about 40 feet our right side international string cable free through about me zip line thankfully in so then the adventure thrill no new throw height mean once I was through two no are combining with the fear for can one until you're overcoming these three fears it was just the perfect a year who's okay saying at the 8 year your chassis free has say near because see her your benya experience now your panel and our bonus about abseiling it and no say oh be possible a cliff edge say unkra to so betiash question you be say send your bema wa asania
umpra
and on a question
common yes stairs wo
yes stairs wo hono and at the phone omofro abena no mo harness bia it okwa na ode fro akoso no de afro asame sa na system netie very safe system ahoma na so mu a sa ahoma no se betia je se we osono send your sunu weight at no and then a bia Rebecca say betimi active and ani pe bia so ni hono mo a oni oso David it sa system no and ya yeti rock no send ye no and ye dress na ya set up system send who movies mo am for abo ni ade no sa pepepe na tie just that one o kono ukra backup a safety system there ye fend diagram and sana of course ensure ni they send ye no once we clean it up and when I say the systems neighbor
once for is rupu
we dey obetimi aya chese efifo be hunu na what pim
as a bit about na so aye dey also me here
in fact ye shas ya but ye will be a friend a capsize drill sanka we ni edian ye betimi ebisa senti ade we say monitor mu amaye edian ye ma wo muni se ne be ya wo besua ye nya gi se bia we obi a wo nya kokodu apesa ye kire wo but ye very safe so wo monitor mu ye betimi you easily umpra wo nya hwe sane we no etie of course kayaking zip line paintballing in here, a big arena, dressed honum purposefully to create what will really be West Africa's biggest paintball field.
Okay.
And also honum. But ultimately, all these activities at the canipa boom.
Yeah.
Both as corporate groups and as individual couples and as even big groups, schools near there. When you're mobile, it helps you to engage with each other because say usru.
Yeah.
But once yes na a piano your friend near my ye need geno almost friend dopamine. And then I am a for a baby I'm going we near one but the way they won't we yes activities we are a piano dopamine level no costro. It is our pleasure near free when one's one second and also my mindset
dopamine in simple words bit can say a who soon as a woo so we na epia hu ne ko akiri kakra
epia hu ne ko akiri but dopamine ni ye sa joy na wunya
enije bia okay
yeah em say obi me hu what to compare
usro aboa bi na
adrenaline
okay
won say oye bibia na wo ho aba ho say yes pleasure dopamine say unya pleasure will bring dopamine levels no cause na unya sa pleasure no it is sad we ma obi. But a mouse in a safe environment because you suit the perception of danger and yet actual danger and you just perceived and sometimes perception who sing fear actually we create that environment a mouse until we when sense of achievement now a man for Everest and I'm from Kilimanjaro or Munyano who benya sa within this short period. Until you go home with a sense of achievement. Say, I deal with maybe I'm a bush for being a bit that mean I medical my year, and then it helps your sense was value. Because only why maybe my essay, so you've been able to push yourself beyond your own limits. Achievement or being honomoa.
I said, Ube ye na obi mpo busawa. O na oye ye nintino. O how I be calm and panatia yes. Unya miana me ye yo. Enyu hu anase say nete.
And who but me
yeah. And I be anso anyeme after meeting ye no. You talked about safety. Enti be say busawa ho say on say me ko pool akọ swimming. Me ko pool akọ swimming asefo a me hia se me share bibi aguso. Na makosumi we die spring lake ne da ho ba we ne nyese okoto nsu na mu ye de ade na esi nsu ne so na watena mu na onso watimi apedo zip line no nya wonsa na wodi kuram na wakasa agene ahoma ne ye di som safety measures a wo ho ne ye den obi a woti obi o a ya kan ene de as we getting interested but we are no obusan ho se o de kama o be fearful de a o kan yi be fearful ba mu na se me to nsu ni mu a de di kamia me ho de na bo me ho ban a me mfiri mu ansampo no obi aba ba je me Madam, yes, we there for my meeting.
Safety a big thing. You use life jackets, all the certified safety gear or the enclave. To say kayaking no, and some other consumers so no, over shell safety jacket. You be instructed or you be show the possible risks involved and what to do when something happens. And your rangers and so are very trained. And in case of anything now, we've got you. Yes.
I say for the yenya be chemu, you join live on Facebook now. Ube hu de wo patchi. To say amanfo ete kayaking boat, me dem see boat kitwa. Boat kitwa ni mu no. Oza aso obi a wo echa bo oza aso mu nyina sha atade kro baako. More of like a jacket. And I say, yeah, they are show out to you, my in case say basa. And you made mention of rangers. Rangers not quite him for security for and I say, no more cause you as no. Generally, more shares are no man. Okay, it's nice. And also, yeah, they also on standby. They immediately rush to Nawaye.
Unlike other places, okay, Waba.
Yeah,
you see, you near a shiny near Fanako. Yeah, ntisa. Ye ne wo nenam.
Okay.
Se ne be ya bibia ensia ye betimi
aje. Nya fi ne beti ma fro.
But system no ye design system no se ne be ya safety no ye inherent in the system.
Okay.
kayak no ne paddle ne life jacket no eje wo kran sa na nipa obeba be guide won so wo ho no
okay
because nipa no so e won kwa no so e dey say bon ho and no so ahye ne life jacket say na be ya esan say wonye bi da na wonim nya wo ye ni nti no ono no be guide o ama wo confidence na ba afi wonye sua hu a na wa ma opportunity na wa ye wo display say na be ya wo ya confident because say wonim say you are safe and secure so na system no etie zipline say cables no ye one ye to high quality cable anya de beti and a harnessing system no so mu no ayeyere o ntanya de be de be free mu ato in any way into all these systems no e wo ho no both the technical system no e bo ho ban and sana the human supervisory part no so wo so na be in the unlikely events a system bi kra be fail no obi wo ho no mu a owo ho no supervise system no so step in na chese waje wo efiti chese encoder from 3-year-old to ko empenyi obia betimi aya eni se ubenya ehun bi anastro bi se bibi beko wrong.
Okay. One thing personal observation amaye ewo nipa yetibia mu nyoma ye mu yese sade tu obi a we me personal serve ebia no bi so is serve na mana babo nti am de menya hu ba ase ye yem hye yen ana ye refie ho emra de bi ato yen ansampo na ade ko na nya ato yen meaning nti obi wo ho a ne yem be hye no wa de bi ho na ade ko nya nto no nti obi wa is ne dan ne hye no na wo hu ne pono no watena dan ne mu 10 years nti ejake ka ato horo wo hu ne pono no wo be hwem na ne yem hye no ne refie ne ho ansampo ne jane ba saa nyoma ne so sen na moye no ebi ne se obi te kayaken ne so na wato nsuo ni mu mo won komo bi amoni omudi mo nsem bi amoka mo puti all these measures in place as you said share dipa ne share jacket mo amoye adwuma wo ho no ebi amote ehye mo anase mo wo ho de ba mo won nsem kan bi amoni nipa kan chire bi whilst nipa na ba ho na ansa na wa participate in adena anase general knowledge said de mo de man makeka to abonten ana de da mo page amanfo hunu ti sa na mo kono
enti oba the customer service experience no ankra
okay
into waba no ranger na ye de wa hye ni nsem no or you are responsible for preparing you for your adventure
okay
into your chassis ne wo bon komo e ka kire say into say e de abaye kayaking a ya ma wo paddle no so mu say o twini fa say twibenkum say o pese wo ko wachi a piansuo no ko wanim piani say o pese wo dane wo ho a paddle left nko a o pese wo ko right a paddle left nko a pese wo ko left a paddle right nko a into onne wo na enya sankita odie no wa show life jacket wa kire how a chekere ni bibia ye ko nsuo num so a o kire say ne e fro no o fro mu a say munye ni se mumie no mo na e bia mo ye two people na maba mon kasa ba konka and keep your rhythm na ye paddle ni say ne enti e very intimate and yes ye ja na wo ye wa de enti ye ne wo na wo honom o base plan no so is the same thing ye fro bo no ye fro honom abaka cho se home o wi a no wa kasa enti say na de ne be kono udu eche honom a ya pija online kakra enti sa e engaging conversation a who feel is as a wo personal driver and our personal chauffeur and our personal nipa bia like you're dedicating say won ko ano on hwe also kopim say wo experience ni be den e be kana e bi kra nim ye ndin one on one so na yet me maintaining safety system no and on the back end no me amanfo hu no e preparation the way you training your rangers you training for every single scenario say nipa tonsuo mu a within 1 minute say nipa tonsuo mu a within 3 minutes we be drowning they say your response time should be within a minute
ma hwe hu say nipa tonsuo mu a 3 minutes over drowning
absolutely no you back you up with another rope say in the unlikely event say system be fail you know backup in Wahono. Zip line also Okokaswa, your backup on the other side. So when one transuna yenimia beya we change to do, but in teachers we prepare for every eventuality. The only thing I ain't been prepared for yenya will an act of God. Say ensure better, I more better. I know Crampono says ensure of course, yema wonko ensure say mama can copy say but at DBA yen bit me a forecast who need dear. We brace for it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not all by a show helmet, a show safety systems, and making sure say there's no room for error because I say some water.
No correct.
Those preparations.
Me te ya ye bedin komo yi me ba radio ni me ba be issue na me file ena nkrata egugu menim nkrata fita nyina ye adwatonde gidie amanfo gi Opemsuo radio assistation di ene ye tiefo nso gi ye di se adepa ne ye beton ama omunti no ena omode omadwatonde ye ba ma ye kama amanfo so te kokuto bi no ye ka we nyina ye ka we nyina no kubatan na etai de saa de we aba no mebisa we ni de di kan amu ye bi mu din dada wo baby Brave House Foundation asem na make mo bie bi da wo baby a mo ye ho adwuma bi a obi akoho obi atiba onim semwa se de be ya se nipa ne wo nim semo de a se ne nkrofo ye yi na wa ha de a my experience de ne that safety na no mo de aba ha e can Brave House Foundation na something of this nature kuma senkwana mo be bie bi na se bi wo.
In fact, company needing a Brave House Expeditions.
Okay.
Yeah, Expeditions Limited.
Okay.
Since 2010, and are operating within the African sub-region.
Nice.
Into the company are running 16 successful expeditions to Kilimanjaro, and a bag gun and so Adome Bridge. The first company almost upsailing the Adome Bridge, you know.
Okay.
And on the company, but our friend the Trident.
Okay.
And omo kayaking omo you know, omo ye will Lake Nankasemu. And sana ya back down south to the Volta River.
Okay.
It is a ba I have to but the input there a near structure.
Yeah.
But lake in there were 3 to 4 foot waves omo to make kayaking women. So omo the sa experience you know and they free both Akosombo area and Eba Truba. And the input there can say Truba insurance put is yeah, insure kesiye wo hono mo a recently or baby swimming from Bupe to Ada.
I think our officer
Baby, or your
officer
a ocean, no?
Okay.
But lady be swimming from Bupe in the north all the way to Ada. Almost captain's expedition, yes, that company, no?
Okay.
And he almost share another organization, be an Outdoors Association of Ghana. Almost normal license all credible outdoor adventure operations in Ghana.
Okay.
A association of almost new about rock climbing, paragliding, zip lining. Now, these are the experts. And they are the licenses of the enclave.
Okay.
Almo provided the training requirements ni bibia for all rangers near there. In fact, me I can say about Africa ha the safest adventure company a Brave House Expeditions. Into almo ne menshia and a cabo move because of my experience no to bring this to Truba. Truba because omunim say safety need the key thing. Into a more be no more say idea way safe with me kayak. It's a shore banker.
Yeah.
You can kayak on it because I'm provided training systems or being say if failure backups no door swammer you can and since 2010 or more adventures, you know, they've never had one single casualty.
Wow, nice.
Because of how constant the safety system here is so tight say all compromising on safety no be you a free expedition also.
True.
Intina omo prema wa buana wano alcohol and bambe adventure one ko fasting be ambromo and I will compromise on the safety and I will be na wentia they switch from good quality customer service to almost military reaction in ensuring say you don't put other people's lives at risk. Into these combination of factors and the adventures here at the enclave near world class and safe and obi no one our adventure wa on feel safe oba musro zip line yen fala jacket and maso afeni paneba ni rave free because of the system that we hold on rave free all the complaints no I'm saying make we na humanity end but this is what is built into the system right from the scratch. And I normally have quite expensive. Into a lot of heavy investments are called equipment name. China maybe Nyakofaba. These are world class equipment. Ube using a hano. Oko New York City and nuebi na obe isu. Oko France and nuebi. Oko UK and nuebi yen compromise on the safety because nyawun here any one accident.
True.
Not the whole business you
conform. It's an adventure place. It's an adventure more of like a city or more developing. Me back to the reason why Val's Day ye jumedi woho. Valentine's Day in any or dodi. Me boho de rasma me can say yemfa adventure in kaye dodi no. But more penny for you had ye may be some why the adrenaline and affection Valentine's Day expedition. What is the jumedi no then I'm more pet to somebody by achieve it didn't in a more shaman phone cry say adofo mraho then no man be expected from muntia among vomra.
Okay, wait there. Meka opinion ko je che bibia o ka maybe a chemu.
Okay.
O say enye odone asori ejuma efi asori ejuma. You have to experience also experiencing other things that in my life enika.
Okay.
Right. And obi enim say relationship bia any aware bia no challenges wom.
Okay.
Enti mumienu be experience adventure am I related the experience to what you face in real life.
Okay.
Because usually obi enim say they are planning enye enuna esi debia challenges babe. How do you face these challenges and move on stronger?
Okay.
Entina organize adrenaline and affection opinion the person
honestly Rebecca
although they were coming and sans what to him I don't know sad it was inside the automa but I don't know what come no
yeah
enti osio do and amote kayaking and a wusuru afe bema say internet that the bia because say you left don't go right almost a test more tolerance level
yeah.
And I say all kind or don't know smooth sailing ups and downs bem. How do you as a couple no mo be then as challenges never more than kabom overcome challenges no
me bon de rara me de unicorn example paintball arena no say ono do fu crowd mo de na obi so na do fu crowd de
mo tutio across your flag from sem sa pepe and it's all mental, all challenges no success no first and foremost mental and sana physical and there back at time when he say unto drive a car and say driver na ti enim who kayaka driver ni we chire enti mo kayake na chiako no ono no tie no tia no we ni mo ni say onye ni yie na aka chen say woni driver no afi na ade na sesa but wo honum na wo ka say adwo e betimi aye wo dey paddle left not just why you supportive wo communicate what focus on what you are because who's rules you untina ama mototo papa so no but o forget here no na wo focus on nyamo be ya be ma share no akọ nanimo a na mudi nkunim so na within relationships at here problem ne dey beba but abano ze ye ne den yentimi nkoyechi mo wo nsu ni mfinfin why na beje wo ranger na oka wo no ono tini boat mo ebe his role is to guide you, his role is not to pull you out of the water. It forces people to work together. And actually beko nanimu a eyemu ebeko benkuma eyemu mienu ebeko nifa eyemu mienu enti ehye motimo no ne yakobia no eyemo a enti mo work it together amana nkomo animu a it is a relationship na so mo ankambo mu a enko nanim and a mobile relationship not as a baby body count would you be because a woman buy no idea zip line cry na bed because zip line no must row height. And you must encourage each other. Send a through the end together. What you will find it in a dani panso ADAP near own near botreno a show. Near Chelsea, Yana Botre, near Usro, who need the Yesro, internet, they wouldn't mean that's what we're working on. But by the time I move, so a sense of achievement, that is what you get, and it builds the relationship going forward because if it be metaphors. Send a tear wa brabono, son a tear way no but say a braboni there one anticoffee or drive it. These are setting, but in shooting they will need to control. We munso who needs to control since you the nature no and they teach you lesson no so be the unpredictable pattern what me overcome and once you overcome that in your crowd and what me survive in a relationship that will feel what and then amana aye easier kakra because if you about a tough day time amunya expedition I say we cry where the beti aso dey beti me handle no na beti me papa so born in every few hono.
I say for Mr. Addo Cranton, any about all from the Enclave, Truba Kenyase, and now my by Indian Como. Nina, the Adrenaline and Affection Valentine's Day expedition. Yahunu Biano, quite fast so by Jumedio Mudin Woho, Sebi measurements, safety measures, Dahua, or Baba Yibia, Sebi Woho. and Ayaba beka about event eba sonsono on the 14th of February. Here was a here se woba. On se me ye OPM ni bia na me kan ho asem bia me kaka ho se wo de ahoma ne so ho no mienu no ho na ade busa asem here ope da wakoma so. Ubenya muaye wo ho, just as Mr. Addo okay ho na benya muaye. Nti love shouldn't always be about the flowers anyway in nkwa. It's like mo fa bibi nsimani so say ye mienu nsuo ye montra nti yen so yen sam montra. As he rightfully explained, imagine some you take both to animu. Now ya catch them someone call left, now we call right. It's up to say mummy you better say yen call left in boom, you ya call right a boom. Nini na ya kwa say love, obi different then define love or say when you guys there's communication between you guys. Communication on an adventure is like the A list or then a what top no. It is a me to me achieve that whilst being on an adventure journey to an expedition together. Definitely you can do it in life. Baso 14 fee. Mrebe na shase atade be na nipa nhemra ho na ye banso a moa be na ye moa ye homra. Enim say ye the packages to ho amanfo be select out of enti would you advise amanfo fa packages no, and then also bi betima ba ho a abra won choose package no ba opese oba ho na ibia owuramu wiansa no hunu de obeye ho nso hyehyeye ne ho nkomote sei
ane ye de anka yenyaye anka obia select ne package.
Okay,
nti no udu ya ni enim ne a
oba beye yeah.
But ye sanso tiasie say amanfo bebre enim adventures yi ebi omahu social media but omo nya sure and ebi so bompae
episode na ni hu say obi aye awie
nipa na ewu ne busuani enti ye tiwe nyina ase and all that is allowed ye pese obi atiasie ne say 14th ni de eye for adofo. Into Oba from 8:30 a baby till 6 p.m. a be porno. Moba once Oba reception for no ebe mamu options ne packages a ebe boamo. So shekra ebia entry fee envance ebia 50 cedis. But uch select adventure aka uch 100 for the two of you. Now assign I enter. It is our information amu here to make a decision or be providing nyina. But yesterday you see here ho say your music, say your what to eat, what to drink, nini na ne de ya ho ready a modia ne se mo be pie. But a year outdoor adventure park ni nti na you recommend say obi eba one dress for the outdoors. It is sneakers better.
Okay.
And as a sandals scrub outdoor sandals better. But slip-ons ne sanyo mane de wow because they old query site or a rugged terrain. And I will banswa sheche. Because we are not say yana or taha or power pa cheche bebwao. Insurance drinks there or honma beti at Toby. So once you see the right package you can buy water and all of that. Ubeti media and ubeba with change of clothing so bebwa. Because they be a mom all the adventures. You be you know one for kakra. Either from sweat or from the water based activities. Maybe a more kofia. Motimi as samo or banso as a family ebia munya mo family na mo pesa mo ba because love is for everybody na mo pesa mo picnic mo de mo nuane ya banso that's also allowed. Then it becomes a day of love for couples, for families, for obia or pesa opie just to experience this thing, you know. We are very, very open-minded about working with people to have a great time. Okay,
nese mo dabre no mo open up say enye se brabe ye bibi neko.
Yes.
A day that you want to spend with your lover. Exactly. There are drinks to buy, there's water, there's food kakrebi wo honoma wo wa obetimi ato. But I also be participating in the activities. Once then choose the package ni bi. And our person be ade wa de ba ku mienu bi ba. Oya activity way in between obetimi de ko wano and also obetimi de aba. Okay, that's nice. Papa, yeah, sorry so. Dear Sam now catch here for near T4. What is that one thing our person will catch more about the place and also about the event? Because when him say you 14th and your 14th in a year, as you rightly said, will be in July. And it continues from there. Today, Sam now person will catch a T4 near here for about the enclave or Kenyase Truba.
Obiamra enclave. Obiama experience adventure. We're not young a different region and into Oba your homamo Muntini Yawaha just come have fun. We're here for you.
Okay. Mr. Addo, answer na meje wodi no ya ka Kenyase Truba Manfu nim ho so manfu nim bia the enclave shadow into far location is mame and when him fan kasa now we are the opposite kaka home so they are kahome.
Let me say Enclave, yeah, right behind Adumche Second Chance,
Okay.
Philadelphia,
Yeah.
Safono.
Yeah.
Or Nechi, Abuobi,
Yeah.
Botambi or Honum, and as a Garden City University, Echi, or Hona Yawo. But
Okay.
in order to access it, you know, dear, just all drive it through the Second Chance Church
Okay.
Street. You know.
And there's a Kenyase Abosansi Junction. No.
Sir,
Now
no,
we're
far
real.
left.
Okay.
Far left. Road signs and so on edo beba ya na obisa obi anso a ometimi ede acha ya na mama for nim say Truba issue no ho ya sana ya na locals no efre
Okay.
ya ti ho de oba and I will free any of the numbers and so I bet me about directions
there are some na abeka to you being the master guide of the whole place, and so there are some na abeka amount for about the place and the event that is coming up.
I think sir obi obebe bia no benya emfaso bia sika entimi entonchia. The experience now ubenya no, and especially with other people, almost your couples. People they're trying to build up their relationship near the no. So having that kind of a support group, you know, very helpful. Being in a door and they're going through the same challenge I'm also more go through now, and how they work at it and how you work at it. You know, we can learn from each other. And then of course, when you know within nature, that's the most important part.
Okay.
And can you nature now? And can you just a bobia all the systems are designed to help people grow. Me able to amount for say come with a very open mind. You say who need their ensure and I fear for the issue ni honum and I won't need me fear for this idea no or fearful need to me biara and I will be you can't use them as excuses anymore because at the young one I ain't fear bushes about and so be anyone more
do any more why channel so
so I come mama in your channel social media. And one thing I may add in say we in a cosono. Now you take professional photos.
Okay.
You best share links, you know, with you. I'll bet me I download your own photos on social media. I'll bet there. I'll bet me any wow bragging rights. So the West Africa's longest the plan will be new ADH in year. And when I say we picture and actually say mini. That's just say it also helps, and all that is part of the package.
Okay.
I bet me Obama Obia and something to look back to later on.
But Mr. Addo ni menya ba e beda mwase say enema bana thoroughly you go into you can the enclave as a place nioma wo hojumedi amudi the measures ma putting it together I facilitate am obi obeba obi abenya that assurance me ba abe Jimeni akomi fie. Then and also this event coming up on the 14th of February. And as you rightly said, you will be any so better to her come and have an experience a linger in your minds and in your ears all this while. Tedamase